We've all seen the headlines about artificial intelligence, both good and bad.
AI programs like ChatGPT have generated buzz among educators because it's capable of producing human-like responses to questions, and it can be used to create lesson plans, generate writing examples, and analyze students' work.
But is AI catching on in the classroom? A May 2024 survey by the Walton Family Foundation found teachers, students, and parents largely support AI tools in the school. However, teachers say a lack of training and guidance from school leaders is holding back efforts to make the most of the technology. There's also a reluctance to fully embrace AI amid concerns about privacy and plagiarism. Some districts have gone so far as to ban it.
Investigative reporter Kristen Crowley takes an in-depth look at how the academic community is navigating this new age of automation.
If you have that character chart that I gave you yesterday, get that out.
The Great Gatsby is one of those novels you, maybe even your parents, likely learned about in high school. But chances are you never learned it like this.
I prompted the AI to ask you to use quotes.
Artificial intelligence is helping this 10th grade American Lit class tackle one of F. Scott Fitzgerald's most famous works. They're using a conversation-style chatbot designed specifically for schools.
I loaded it with questions related to characters.
Teacher Michael Burns says he's seen a lot of changes during his more than 2 decades at Marist School in Atlanta, but he never saw this coming.
It's interactive. I think it draws the kids out.
The Atlanta private high school started incorporating AI in the classroom in late 2022.
It's definitely easier to study.
It'll be a very valuable skill in the future.
Sentiments that motivated Principal Kevin Mullally to embrace it at Marist.
Jobs are going to be driven in some sense by people's ability and capability in sort of interacting with this technology. So we want our students to be equipped for that in the future.
Teachers decide how and when students can use AI, and Mullally says their feedback has been overwhelmingly positive.
Do you think AI should be in every school?
I think AI should be in every school.
But according to an EdWeek Research Center survey from late 2023, more than a quarter of educators say their district bans students from using the technology. Baltimore County Public Schools, for instance, doesn't allow it in the classroom, and Milwaukee Public Schools has blocked it on school devices.
This is an enormous temptation for kids.
Liz Schulman is a teacher outside Chicago. Her high school doesn't prohibit the use of AI, but she does.
It's ultimately robbing students of the ability to think critically and to use their imagination.
Does AI make your job harder?
100%. It makes it harder because it's one more thing that teachers have to worry about.
Schulman's not alone. More than 200 teachers were recently surveyed about ChatGPT, and nearly half said they think the program will make their jobs more difficult. But still, the majority do not believe it should be banned.
It is rarely, if ever, a good idea to ban a technology.
Richard Collada is CEO of the International Society for Technology and Education. He says educators should learn to leverage AI because it's not going anywhere.
Where does AI rank compared to the other technologies you've dealt with?
Just to be completely clear about this, AI is a level of transformation that is an order of magnitude greater than most other things that we have seen. It's something that will fundamentally change how we approach learning.
In May 2023, the U.S. Department of Education released a report with recommendations about safe, responsible, and accessible AI use. But there is no federal legislation overseeing it in schools. But as of early 2024, just 5 states had released official guidance on best practices for developing those policies. Even so, Collada says he believes reinforcing academic integrity will go further than trying to regulate a rapidly changing technology.
I think it would be far better to say, what does it mean to be a good digital citizen? What does it mean to use any technology, whether it has AI behind it or not, in a way that is helping you be a creative learner?
Important questions to many educators who say AI makes it remarkably easy to plagiarize and can be difficult to detect.
This is so hard to manage, and students can do it at home.
It's a growing concern, as 26% of educators say they've caught a student cheating using ChatGPT.
Here's an example of how that could happen. I'm on ChatGPT's website right now. Let's say that your teacher wants a 500-word essay on the Great Gatsby character Nick Carraway. I just type that into the prompt, and within seconds, you have a 500-word essay ready to turn in.
Gullotta agrees cheating is a significant problem, but says the issue began long before generative AI came around. He points to findings from a recent Stanford University study.
The rate of cheating did not change at all from before or after the availability of AI tools.
Still, he acknowledges the technology has limitations and potential risks, noting the tools are only as good as the information they're trained on, and the collection of data raises privacy concerns. That's why Gullotta says collaboration will be key as it continues to evolve.
It's critically important that schools are working together on some of these issues.
And many are. In fact, districts from California to New York have partnered with the nonprofit EdSafe AI Alliance to create a national network of AI policy labs. These labs are joining forces to promote responsible AI development, deployment, and usage.
What do you hope this program will accomplish?
The Policy Institute is really a space for other like-minded organizations to come together and to share best practices.
Jerry Almendarez is superintendent of Santa Ana Unified School District, one of the first districts to sign on to the project.
It is critical that districts come together and participate in these conversations, because those districts that don't, my fear is that we're going to be left behind.
Back in Atlanta,
Any questions?
Michael Burns says he'll continue exploring the depths of AI in hopes of helping build a better classroom of tomorrow for himself and his students.
Anything to get them to be engaged with the text, pay attention, be curious. I think those are all things that are positive that are coming out of it.
ChatGPT creator OpenAI declined to comment for our story, but they have released a guide for educators on their website. It includes suggested teaching prompts and information about whether AI detectors designed to catch plagiarism work. Investigative reporter Kristen Crowley joins us now. Kristen, what have companies done in regard to the detectors?
OpenAI created an AI classifier tool in 2023 to help distinguish text written by the technology. The company says it's struggled with accuracy, correctly identifying AI written text only 26% of the time. It also wrongly labeled human written text as AI generated 9% of the time. These limitations contributed to its eventual shutdown.